Hello everybody, this is Sharonda and this is my podcast, Spiritual Sense. Today is Friday, which is February the 11th. And so with this podcast, I go over things such as hauntings, curses, the occult. I speak on things such as the out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, and I also incorporated daily tarot card reading into this podcast as well. I'd also like to mention that this podcast is for entertainment purposes. And what that means is you come here because you have an interest in the occult or the paranormal, such as myself. I think a lot of people do. Most people do, I feel. More so than they will let people on to believe or know. And so, I've always been one of those ones that was into psychics, thrillers, horror movies, things like that. And so over the years, I have developed in my skills in terms of intuition, psychic capabilities. I'm one to let you know that I feel as though, most people are psychic or psychic light. It's just based on if you are more receptive. I think you have people that are more sensitive than others or more in tune than others, okay? So, I am working with my AE weight tarot cards for today. And so before I begin, I'm going to say a prayer. Father Supreme, being of all being, I don't know what this reading is on today, but I ask for infinite knowledge, wisdom, capability, and insight as I do this reading. I also would like to pay homage to the Orishas that I favor, which is Basset, Yamaya, Shango, and Osiris. Okay? And so for those who are out there that may not be too familiar with what Orishas are deities that you can call upon to assist you with, everyday knowledge, wisdom, capability, and understanding. Okay? So, you have gods of the elements, you have gods of, all different types of things in life. And if you give offerings and pay homage to these gods, they will enlighten you on things outside of what is common knowledge and common sense, okay? So, I'm going to proceed with the laying of the cards, but before I do so, I'd like to state that I do use several different spreads when I do my tarot card reading. The one that I most favor is the 10 card Celtic cross, which comprises of 10 cards, as I mentioned, 6 cards in the middle, which, make up a cross. And then you have the 4 additional cards, which will, provide you more insight or clarity on the reading. I also do a 1, 2, 3, 4, or even a 5 card, spread. Typically when I do that, it's in regards to more clarity to an outcome for a main reading. So with the Celtic cross, you have card 1 being on the situation, person, or thing, or some type of clarity or insight. Card 2 being the issue or the barrier. Excuse me, not the issue, the barrier or the hindrance or obstacle. Card 3 being what's above the situation or what you're trying to attain. Card 4 being the root of the issue. This is the reason for the issue. Card 5 being the near past or what's occurring. Card 6 being the near future or what's occurring. Card 7 being attitude. Card 8 being what's physically surrounding or what you sense. Card 9 being hopes, fears, and dreams. And then card 10 being the outcome. So as I mentioned with the 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5 card spread, I may use my supporting decks for more additional clarity to the outcome. Okay, so let me proceed. I have smudged my cards, I've said my prayer, and let me begin to pick the cards. Okay, so we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hold on just a moment and let me check on something. Just one moment. Okay, so for card 1, I have 8 of Swords. For card 2, I have the 6 of Pentacles. This is going to be the obstacle. Card 3, I have the Magician card. This is what you're trying to attain or get to. Card 4, the root of the issue, I have Page of Wands. Card 5, I have the Fool card. And then card 6, I have 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this reading is in regards to I'll just be honest about it. I feel like this reading is in regards to someone who is into some type of alternative practices and belief systems is what I feel. Now, hear me out. When I do my podcast, on Spiritual Sense or any of the other podcasts, any of the episodes, most of the time you hear me, state my disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes. So, I'm not judging you on what you do. You do you. It's what I feel. But I'm just going to, speak the cards as they lay. I feel like this reading is in regards to someone who is having who is into some type of occultism. And what I mean by that is, you do you, is what I feel, You have freedom of choice in terms of religion, long as it's not harmful to yourself or the next individual, okay? But I feel like this is somebody who is in a high status that is actually into the occult, okay? And so give me just a moment. Something is letting me know that this person is heavily into the occult. To the point where I feel like this person, even though I mentioned that I felt like angels and demons are essentially one and the same, and I still feel that way, I feel like this person is in a position of authority, but this person is very deceptive. And I have the Magician card, which, when I get the Magician card, it's an illusion. That's what that is. So, this is somebody that I feel like could very well be a Satanist or, devil worship or whatever the case may be, which you may want to refer to them as. But I feel like this is what this person is. I don't feel like this person believes in God, even though he sits, up and he, portrays himself to be such a God-fearing man and a Christian and all of this other stuff. I feel like this is a demon. It's what I feel like. Like this person is led by a demonic force that can manipulate and appear to people. A very charismatic person. Somebody who is skillful at deception is what I feel. And this person has a clean-cut image to where, he doesn't appear to be what the typical quote-unquote devil worshiper would be. That's what I feel. But he's very demonic is what I feel. So I have the Fool card, which is to the left, which lets me know deception. Again, we have the Illusionist card, and then we got the deception. This is somebody who's very deceptive. He's very deceptive, and when I tell you that this person is deceptive, that means that this person has a organized, give me just a moment, strategic way of annihilation of communities as such. But somehow I feel like this person is a community leader, to be honest with you. But the desire for the people is not there. This person is gone. This is a spirit that is sitting before you. Is what it is. So card 6, I have 8 of Pentacles. I feel as though this person I feel like this person sold out. You know how you hear the term sold their soul to the devil, so to speak? And I believe that's what this person has done in our time and space, to where we can relate it and understand it into our physical sense of it all. I feel like this person has sold out. This person was deceived like many of us are or have been. And I believe this person, either something monumental in regards to his reputation was put on the line. I feel like it could very well be something debt related, something that will have caused him serious agony and embarrassment is what I feel. And as a result of this person was put to the test, and this person sold out, and he has become someone who is strategic. I'm sorry. He's a strategist at annihilation of population is what that is. It also lets me know that this person is a depopulationist, if that's even a word. Card 7, I have the Star. He's very deceptive. He's very, very smart, slick, candor at what he does. I feel like he's very charismatic. Very, very charismatic. Like he can, suave and smooth you over. And, to some people, even the ones that are highly trained and skilled to see manipulation, they don't catch it right away. They're like, something ain't all there, but I can't put my finger on it, so to speak. Card 8. So for card 8, I show 4 of Swords, which, card 8 is what's physically surrounding. Something has let me know that this person was put on public display because of his actions. He has sold out, and I feel like many people, that he has been in company with, like friends and family alike, are aware and have seen this, and they pushed him up to be a public figure for him to be watched. Is what I feel, because many times people are not aware of how spirit and spirituality works, to where, because when you are encased in a demon, like when you have a demon that's over you, you're not able to see it as other people are seeing it. And that lets you know that God, or Satan, God will allow Satan to shield you. And a lot of the information that you pulled in is coming from somewhere else. That's what that is. But by way of God, to be honest with you, because like I said, the biggest trick they ever pulled is convincing the world it didn't exist. But this to it is to enlighten you. This is the same way Jesus was done. This person is put on display as an example, is what that is. The same way Jesus was. And they will let you know the concept and understand the concept of how God happens. That's what I feel. But I feel like this person is a Satanist, is what I feel.
Text message.
Okay. So, and you know, as I sit here and I speak on this particular topic, there's a person that comes to mind very heavily. A person that comes to mind as I speak on this topic. And it's so ironic because, you know, many of the times, you know, people don't realize and don't understand how spirit and spirituality works. And many of the times the people that you think know don't. And the very ones that you think don't know have more insight and clarity versus the ones who do know. Okay? So we have card 9, King of Wands. King of Wands. That goes to show you when you are someone that's so hell-bent on a dollar. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with money. We need money to survive in this society. I mean, come on. But they use this person as a object to let people know that when you are bound by money, how you will be misled in the information that you're receptive to. Meaning how even demons can be very deceptive to you. And when you begin to not know these things, that's what causes people to investigate and wonder. If you're not able, you call yourself a man of God or a quote unquote woman of God or a person of Christ, and how you are not able to know certain things and grasp certain things, that will bring out a curiosity. And people will begin to inquire about why you don't know these things. So they'll begin to look into your financial reports, sexual background, your endeavors, phone calls, things of that nature. You will bring in certain spirits because those who truly and honestly know God will know what that is. But those who are lost and fallen will not. And this is what, you know, the extravagance and stuff come in when a person is not able to sustain employment. They are paid for a lost soul is what that is. And so once they realize what that is all about, that's when psychology and all comes into place. And when they bring in deception and try to use candor, those who truly know will pray for that person to be tagged, and you will see it for what it is. So we have card 10, Knight of Pentacles. Somehow I feel like this person that I'm speaking about was used as an example. I feel like this person has some type of background where he was in uniform. So I don't know if it's security, military wise, whether he worked, you know, in healthcare, but where he had to wear a uniform is what I feel. Some type of uniform. And he was used as an example in regards to his belief and a lack of belief. I honestly believe that this person is a Satanist. I do. I feel as though he thinks on a highly skilled, strategic, analytical method of the population as well as annihilation. Now, this is just what's coming through to me. I do have a person that comes to mind, but I will not say. As I mentioned, when I do this podcast, these are my opinions. So, no one has came and spoke to me. I haven't went and spoke to anybody. I just go off of instinct and what presents on the cards, okay? And like I mentioned in my disclaimer, if this podcast or episode just so happen to coincide with what you are dealing with, that may be by chance or even by happenstance. When you begin to work with spirits and spirituality, you will notice how synchronicity and serendipity goes hand in hand oftentimes, okay? So I am going to close out this podcast for today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.